Hi everyone, welcome to the Monday Wrap. I'm Ian Langston, that is Neil Gray, in case you haven't seen us before, and we're going to get straight into some domestic cricket first up today, because there's been some fantastic cricket going on in that competition. Aces racked up their 4th win out of 5 in the Ford Trophy at the weekend. Quite incredible game. They racked up 383 I think it was, and only just got home, 365 the Firebirds mate. And it was pretty close stuff. There's been some incredible scores going on. Last Aces game they racked up 356, Canterbury got 343. There was that incredible game down in Hamilton where CD scored 417 and Northern came back with 398. So yeah, 350 seems to be the new par score in one day for trophy cricket. And talking to Matt Horn, there seems to be a couple of things around this. Obviously 2 balls, so one at each end keeps the ball harder for a bit longer, and the new rules around only 4 people out on the boundary seems to be helping the batsmen quite considerably. So tough times being a bowler in one day cricket at the moment, but fantastic for the spectators. And speaking of some great cricket, there was some awesome stuff happening over the weekend. Full round of club cricket, so 2 days of cricket over the weekend. Take us through performance of the week, Neil.
There are heaps. When we're talking about runs being scored, we had centuries galore in club cricket. Let me just refer to my list. John O'Sole, 100 from Takapuna, well done. In the women's Premier grade, we had 300s in one day. Katie Gurry from Auckland University, Katie Perkins from Cornwall, 118, and Sam Curtis from Waitak, 102. And then in school cricket, Jared Chalice got 103, and Harshal Vyas from Avondale got 114. But on the picturesque Eden Park number 2, I think our top 2 batting performances of the week have to go to Anu Kitchen with 131 and Captain Fantastic Gareth Hopkins with 142. So well done to them. Now with that many hundreds, you think performance of the week, a batsman? No, because there were wickets galore as well. Aniket Parikh got 7 for 43 for Mag's first 11, backing up his 5 for 11, which we'll come to later on. Troy Brown from Rangitoto College, 6 for 21. Darren Crook from Birkenhead, as they won outright convincingly, 6 for 53. Matt Newman from Ellerslie, another 5 for. And in most weeks, this next bowling figures would probably have won performance of the week. Lucille Matthews from Takapuna Women's Premiers, 6 for 3 runs, so well done Lulu. But she got trumped by Michael Stevenson from North Shore, who has been a wicket-taking machine. I must wish he could play Ellerslie every week, backing up from his 6 for earlier in the season. He recorded match figures of 11 for 120, which broke down to 7 for 54 and 4 for 66. So well done to Mike in North Shore. Performance of the week there, Mike. But all these runs, all these wickets, what does it mean, Ian?
Well, yeah, it's getting to that crunch time of the season. We've only got 2 weeks left, 1 full round, and it's all getting pretty nerve-wracking if you're at the bottom or the top of the table. So let's quickly break it down for you. At the top we have East Coast Bay sitting in the prime position, Takapuna sitting in second, only 3 points behind them. We've got an 8-point gap back to Suburbs and another 3 back to Parnell. Suburbs and Parnell, they're going to have to do something pretty special to be in the reckoning from there. They're going to have to get big outright. So really it's probably going to come down to Bays and Taka. And that first innings next week is going to be crucial for both those sides. So it is neck and neck, and I think everybody will be watching right down probably to the last day to find out exactly what's going to go on. So it's a fantastic way to finish the season. And at the other end of the table, well, Cornwall did a bit of the job at the weekend. They got first innings points against Grafton, who they're competing for that, to get out of that relegation spot. So that's closed the gap. So they're only 11 points adrift now, but 10 points adrift. But that's quite a lot to make up in one game. So they're probably going to need an outright next week to make up that gap. So Cornwall's still got plenty of work to do. And in the Tom Hellaby minor trophy, Birkenhead not quite sewing it up, but it's looking pretty likely. They're 11 points clear of North Shore, so that means North Shore really need a big outright next week, and Birkenhead not to get first innings. So if they wrap up first innings, you'd have to say they've probably got the promotion sewn up. So great that it's going down to final weekends of club cricket, so heaps to play for, plenty to keep watching out for over the next couple of weeks as well. But speaking of some fantastic cricket, we've already mentioned it, some great performances going on in school cricket. Neil, give us a bit of an update.
Yeah, so we had our one-day final last week. Congratulations to Mount Albert Grammar. They put up A solid total of just over 200 with loads of contributions coming through, and then they just were excellent in the field. A couple of great run-outs, and that boy Parikh, off-spinner from Cornwall that's played Central in Auckland, who got 7-4 like we said, just took fantastic figures of 5 for 11 to bundle Westlake out for less than 100. So congratulations to Mags. And then we had our first round of 2-day cricket this week, which produced, like we said, some fantastic results, and it's all boding well for the Auckland secondary schoolboys sides that will take part in the quadrangular starting next Sunday at Waikaraka Park. So if you want to see some secondary schoolboys cricket, come down to Waikaraka Park and see the 2 Auckland secondary school sides, Canterbury and Northern Districts. And that will be the first step on the representative ladder for a few of those boys, and at the very top of the representative ladder, one of our Auckland boys had a pretty impressive start.
Certainly did, yep. Bruce Martin, Bucko, made his test debut last week, and pretty good first up effort. 4 for 43 with the ball as the Black Caps skittled England first up, and then he managed to wave the bat around as he's been doing pretty regularly this season actually. Got 41 with the bat to help New Zealand to a massive score. Unfortunately didn't quite work out the way they'd planned and with the victory at the end, but pretty impressive first up effort from Bucko. So well done mate, fantastic. It's been a long time coming, that debut, so we're really thrilled that you've managed to get out there and put a good performance, and good luck for the next 2 test matches. Obviously second one coming up very shortly, and then the third one here at Eden Park, so it's set up, could be set up for a series clincher, who knows, but should be really exciting. Welcoming test match cricket back to Eden Park. If you haven't got your tickets already, get in there, bags of your seat, you know, right behind the bowler, get your favourite posie in there. It's going to be great. That's us for another week on the Monday Wrap. We will see you next Monday.